Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Book Buzz. I'm Heather from the library. Thanks to everyone who came to book club last week. Really had a good time. I had a great time, thank you. We're meeting again Wednesday, June 17th at 3 p.m. There'll be a Zoom link in the comments here. No homework, just bring your own book. Or come anyway and we'll send you home with something to read. Today, I'm going local again. One author today, and full disclosure, we're friends. Michael Guillebeau is a rocket scientist. No kidding, he's a rocket scientist. But he turned into a writer, and he writes all kinds of books. Lives in Huntsville, Alabama, and he also lives in Panama City Beach, which is how I know him. The first book that I want to tell you about is the book that rocketed into fame in my book. You might notice that. Mad Librarian is the story of Serenity Hammer. This book is about what librarians really do. It's based on hours, no, years of research. Michael does all his writing in the library and he watches, he watches us. So this tells you how librarians solve problems. For anyone who loves libraries, this is a win-win. You learn some of our secrets, some of our darkest secrets. And part of the proceeds goes to actual libraries. So, Mad Librarian. And I should know what I'm talking about. I don't just own the book, I'm in the book. Mad Librarian. The second one I want to talk about, I don't have a hard copy of, but I read it on my Kindle. And it's called Emerald Coast. Free money. This is super fun. He published this in 2019, and it takes place right here in Bay County at Panama City Beach. It's a story about Lizzie, who's a musician, and she's a good musician, but she has been swindled by her manager and had to leave LA, come running home to Panama City Beach, and clean hotel rooms. So the book opens with Lizzie cleaning a hotel room that smells. But on the bureau is an overnight bag full of cash. Okay, what are you going to do? And before she decides what to do, she stumbles over a dead body. A yucky dead body, actually. And she has a huge decision to make. There's detectives, there's bad guys, there's all sorts of Panama City Beach shenanigans. It is super fun. Emerald Coast, free money. But here's the book I really want to talk about today. Dawn of the Q. I want to talk about this because I just finished reading it only minutes ago. If you get your hands on this book, remember what I said. Rocket scientist, and so much more. So buckle up, baby. This is a wild ride. Let's start with genre. It's the retelling of a classic tale. So it's like a lot of classic redos that you've read. This is based on The Ingenious Gentleman, Don Quixote of La Mancha, written by Cervantes and published in 1612. Some people are more familiar with the 1965 musical version, Man of La Mancha. You know, the one with the Impossible Dream song, which everybody knows. You'll recognize the classic characters. Don Quixote himself, although in this version he's a convenience store clerk. Think Clerks the movie, and if you haven't seen that, you ought to. And Sancho Panza's in the book, only he's a really cool lady. And the lovely Dulcinea, who is a raging drug addict in this book. And of course, the book is loaded with mortal enemies. And this is also a contemporary thriller. It's got the U.S. government, special agents, big money, and mega bombs. But I'm here to tell you, this falls into the category of subversive fiction. It is social commentary on steroids. Among the many contemporary themes in this classic tale, racism, misogyny, political malfeasance, bureaucratic incompetence, rampant and unnecessary poverty, a failed healthcare system. Well, basically, anything you care about is in this book. We start with Dawn, who wakes up as a convenience store clerk. No idea how he got there or who he is, except he seems to belong here, and he has a purpose, basically to fight injustice and save the world. He's an unlikely and significantly addled heroine. I think the author describes him best. The pictures in the paper make us out to be superheroes. We know that's just adult diapers and light bulbs. We think we are ordinary people who, by a momentary mistake, are heroes. I can't tell you anymore. It would all be spoiler. Dawn of the Q by Michael Guillebeau. Think of what it would mean if everyone knew that for any injustice, the whole world would always arise just because a fellow human was in trouble. Thanks for joining me. I'm happy to have this chance to talk to you about books. I'm Heather from the library. See you soon.